We resume play in Tucson. The Capital Express challenging the Atlanta Greyhounds inside, very much inside Atlanta territory. It's the 25-yard line, just going out of the frame there. The Capital Express with a tap, and off they go. Wilkinson into the corner. Ball intercepted that time by George Miller. Miller turns it around. Back he goes. Miller, the hooker, looking for help. They get it. The ball just under the reach of Tim Ford.
He's still going.
Good run this time. Good hard run by Tim Ford. The kick ahead. Placed forward by Brian Collins. Collins and Lewis.
You be quiet.
We have the knock-off.
James, great rugby football out here today. Been long run well. Emil and you. Keep
it under control, number 10.
Great stuff.
Here's the interception by George Miller, and George comes down the sidelines, and that probably saved the score for the Capital Express for Atlanta.
Hold it. There we go.
All right, there you see the scrummage.
That's good. That's good.
Controlled by the Capital Express. Going to pop it out. Rory Lewis puts the ball out near midfield. It's going to be covered up by Basham. With a little stutter step and another move. Talented runner, looking for some space, looking for help. He gets it, feeds the ball back inside to Hill, and Prince Hill is on to the races. And it's come to a conclusion with the try. So the Greyhounds with a try. Excellent open field movement initiated by Graham Basham after the kick by Lewis.
Center.
You'll see Graham Basham making a nice move in here. He's telling Prince Hill to come on the inside. He runs a switch with him, and Prince runs into space. It's a really nice score. Graham Basham directing him all the way.
From that angle, you really see the essence of the game as well. You take a look at it here. Watch. Three defenders take on Basham. That creates the gap, the overlap, and off he goes, right through the middle. And for the try and the conversion, which is good as well.
It's all about creating space and then using it. That's a perfect example of how to do that.
The Atlanta Greyhounds with a good conversion, making 14 points to 5. They are out in front of the Capital Express here in the first period. World of Rugby Football League 7s. Continue play. Al Deacon's kick is carried on far enough. However, offside on the kickoff will be charged against the Greyhounds, so they'll bring it back for a scrummage at the center of the field. That is, you know, you talk about unforced errors in a lot of sports. Tennis players like to talk about them more than anybody else. But that truly is very irritating to a pack of forwards or the entire team. Very disruptive to have that offside. And instead of playing the ball down the other end, you're back to the halfway line.
You're right. There's no reason for that. There's one of the players in front of the kicker when he kicked in.
There you go!
Okay, the Greyhounds. Hill, the Flemish. Ball batted around a little bit, but backwards, so it stays in play. Ramanka gives it up. Brunetti carries forward, and a penalty against the Express. When the player is down on the deck, you can't lay on top of him to prevent him from playing further. That's what they did, so a major penalty. They're going to run it. Are the Atlantic Greyhounds. Freeman looking for space. Instead, he finds Brunetti, and Brunetti is going to find the touchline.
Then he had nowhere to go then.
Brian Gallagher made sure of it, too. Good tackle at the touchline. Ball out of bounds, and we'll have a line out to the Capital Express. And a couple of substitutes going on either side. 7-a-side rugby played between two teams of 7. Traditionally, it's been 7 minutes per half, but in this particular code of the game, they play for 4 10-minute periods, and there are subs. And one of them on the run right now. Here's Steve Ray. Ray, number 7. Looking for help, cannot complete the pass. Ball picked up by the Express, and the counterattack begins. Tough running by Dan Lyle. Big, strong player. Here's Granger with a chip ahead. He's got speed, he's got the ball, but no one to help. Granger was the lone ranger out there, nowhere to go with it. And the tackle made by Dan Lyle on the cleanup.
Jesse, you're playing the ball.
Atlanta got a 3-on-1 and they didn't use it. They just ran into a tackle with 2 minutes.
Together. Just stay together,
Kick taken over the shoulder by Petrakis. Looking for help. 3 tacklers, 1 ball carrier. Good movement by Will Brewington. And he finds Brian Gallagher. He's got a gap and he's got a try.
Great presence of mind, great time.
I think we're finally seeing the express train leaving the station now. They've had a very quiet period. Everything the Atlantic Capitals did turned to gold as in their color, but now I think we're in for a bigger match.
Well, very good, Andrew. The express is on the run there.
Watch Will hold. Perfect timing to wait till Brian Gallagher's at speed going through. It was a really nice play by a really great player.
Makes the score 14 points for the Atlanta Greyhounds and 10 so far for the Express. Make it 12. So a 2-point difference as the first quarter comes to a close. We'll be back to Tucson for the second quarter with our score, Atlantic 14, Capital 10. Stick around.